Radio Shack names Nick Cannon as Chief Creative Officer. Woman's dead body mistaken for Halloween decorations. Baby discovers clown doll in kid's room was a real person. And there is literally a U.S. government conspiracy against vegan mayo.
I'm going to say that the dead body was thought to be a Halloween.
That's the fake one? That's the fakes one? The fake one? Go ahead, Joel. What do you say?
Norm's not.
Yeah, woman's dead body mistaken for Halloween decorations was actually a story we had featured back around Halloween here on the radio station. The fake headline.
Yeah, it's gross.
I'm up 1-0. I'm going to win because I'm out of time. Is that right?
The babysitter discovers the clown doll in the kid's room was a real person was the fake headline.
Is YouTube up here?
We're running live right now.
Norm. So you're up, Joel, by 1. What goes up, Norm, but never comes down?
Was I wrong?
You were wrong.
Ratings.
That,
He said I was nuts. So I was
He said that comes up and never comes down.
that was a true story. I said, tell me the fake story.
All right. Then I got to start listening to the versions. Okay. Congratulations.
This is going real well. All right. Norm. He's a comedian. He should know the answer to this. What goes up but never comes down?
Inflation.
Inflation, Joel.
I would have said taxes, but I'm going to agree with them.
No. 1 and 1. It's your age. Your age goes up.
Speaking of age, guess whose birthday it is today, John?
It's Norm Stultz's birthday today.
Happy birthday, baby!
Oh, man.
It is, and I forgot about that till you just mentioned it.
Birthday edition of losing. You don't think you're still a get older. Well, I might have to lose on purpose just because it's his birthday.
No, Joel, no. We're not that nice to him. All right.
All right, it's 1-1. Let's go.
All right, here we go. What year, Norm, from the entertainment category, what year did Elvis Presley die?
Oh, 70.
1977, says Norman.
Oh, he's definitely right.
Yes, he's right, and you were right, Joel. So it's 2-1 for Joel. You didn't fool him. Try to come up with a really tough one. Here it is. Here's my favorite question of the day. Anheuser-Busch and Yingling breweries delivered what by hitch and wagon to the White House on the day Prohibition was lifted in 1933?
Delivered what? They delivered beer.
Beer. What do you think, Joel?
Come on, Joel.
Seems too easy. I'm going to go with Norm's nuts. It seems too easy.
Yeah, it seems too easy because it was, and Norm wasn't nuts. So you guys are tied up 2-2. Of course, Yingling and Anheuser-Busch delivered beer. That's what they make. That's what we call our.
It seemed like it was too easy of an answer.
That is from our ridiculously hard beer trivia category. Where? Here we go. History category. Here we go. Who said "Veni, Vidi, Vici"? Famous quote in history. Veni, Vidi, Vici.
Was it Don Amici?
Don Amici, according to Norm Stultz. Joe, what do you think?
I look it up and it shows.
Okay, well, I had to take Latin in high school, and I actually am pretty sure that it was Julius Caesar.
So you're disagreeing with Norm.
Norm's nuts.
You are so right, Joel, and you're probably the smartest contestant we've ever had on the show. It was Julius Caesar. I did too. It took 4 years of Latin in high school, believe it or not. And you are right, and that means you're smarter than a stand-up comedian. You get to say it. And by the way, we wanted you to win because we wanted to give you Blondie's head. All right?
My head.
So say it.
All right. I am smarter than a stand-up comedian.
Woo!
Joel, officially smarter than the stand-up comedian. Joel, thank you so much. Email us, JohnnyAndBlondie@gmail.com. Send us your name, your phone number, and your address, and we will get your prize to you one way or the other, okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Joel. Have a great day.
Happy birthday, Norm. Thanks a lot, Joel. Have a great day.
Joel.
You too.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye. Norm,
Yes, sir.
how old are you today?
You don't ask that.
I got my red, white, blue card, brother. I turned the big 6 65. And for those of you youngsters out there living, it's just as much fun at 65 as it is at 13. You just got to do it right.
Who else is on the line with us here?
Hey, Johnny, it's Sapphire.
Sapphire works at, well, what used to be one of our sister
That's her
stations.
real name?
Yeah, Sapphire Cross.
Oh, I love that.
She's a producer for Pete Mata down there. They do a weekend Hispanic show.
Like what?
Do you call a Latin show, Hispanic show, Mexican? What do you call your show?
A Latina show. It's a Latin show. I cater to all Latinos because it's not just Mexicans.
No, of course not. But if you talk to Q, one of our favorite listeners, question mark and Mysterians, he says you always should say Mexican, never say Latin or Hispanic.
You know, I don't ever know what to do.
I actually would prefer to refer to people as Latin because they may not be just Mexican. There's a lot of Puerto Ricans, Cubanos, and people from Spain.
Cubanos.
You know, just listening to you talk, Sapphire, I want to go get myself some
I know, I want
good
a
Mexican
burrito.
food. I want a burrito for.
Is that racist?
I make homemade tamales. And when I make tamales,
Oh.
I make about 12 dozen of them because it's something that I only do once a year.
You know, do you do it at Christmas time like most of my Hispanic friends?
Yeah.
You-
This year I didn't though because I got put on a special diet after I finished my cancer treatment and everything. So they told me I had to back up with all the good Mexicans. So they pretty much took everything away from me.
Isn't that terrible?
You know you had cancer. How's that going?
I am 1 year cancer free.
Woo!
But you know the biggest thing is I still have to go to a doctor because I've been suffering from these muscle spasms I've been getting in places I didn't know you could spasm in.
Yeah,
Wait a minute, that requires a little bit more information.
that might be a good thing.
Well, I'm talking about like in the arch of your foot and your toes take on their own personality, their own, and they want to go in positions that was never meant for toes to be in.
You know, I do that too. It might be a vitamin deficiency.
Yeah, I wondered if you're. Yeah.
I jump out of bed to try to walk the spasms off because they're hitting me all over the place in one leg. And my toes are literally bent under, so when I go to jump up, I'm literally standing on those toes and they fall on my face.
Oh my.
Oh.
But they're saying, the doctor's saying, well, it's been over a year since you had chemo. I really don't believe that these are the effects from chemo.
Vitamin
Even though they
deficiency.
said that it was environmental. And I said, well, what about some nasty Flint water?
Yes, this is somebody who's down in Flint. By the way, yesterday, Sapphire, I see Amir Hekmati came back to Flint.
Yeah.
They had a big deal at the airport, Bishop Airport
Yes.
in Flint. Amir Hekmati, one of those hostages that just got released from Iran, and his hometown. He's an ex-Marine, and he's been probably the one that was featured the most in all the news because he's a great-looking guy. He's a well-spoken man.
Yeah, they're following the story.
And he has been doing. Hopefully, my wife will answer that. He has been doing a lot of press. So yesterday he came back to Flint. He got off of the plane, picked up a case of bottled water, and left. No, I'm kidding. But yes, that Flint water. Now the story about the Flint water today, folks.
Yeah.
Dan killed me a message about because he was on his way back from Germany with Amir, and I said, well, tell me, that we congratulate him and welcome him back home. And by the way, remind him not to drink the water when he gets home.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't know that he's caught on to that story yet because he's been so busy, obviously. But this.
Well, I think he'll be educated pretty quickly.
I'm sure he will. And here's some more on that. I don't know if you guys have been watching the news this morning. Sapphire, if you've got to go, let me know.
No, I'm good.
But the news this morning is some people are saying that this chemical that they put into the water there now to recoat the pipes that's supposed to, over the next several months or many, many days, clear up the pipes. Some are saying it will not do it. Some are saying that it will continue to do the lead. So others are now saying it may mean that they have to literally rip out all the pipes in Flint.
Are you serious?
Going to the houses and everything.
Oh.
And then basically what this means is they're going to rebuild. They're getting all this money from the federal government to rebuild a city nobody wants to live in.
Oh,
No
man.
kidding.
I mean,
our property value probably just dropped in the end. We'd never be able to sell our home. And the sad thing is, across the street from my home is the city limits of
Somebody
Flint.
asked how
I'm in Genesee
they can
Township
join
on
the
my
show.
side of the street, but we
I
get
tell
Flint
them.
water, and we were paying, oh my God, horrible bills. It's like, why are we paying for something that tastes and smells so bad? And I was complaining about this last year when I was going through chemo, and I'm being told, oh, it's just your imagination. So I was getting dehydrated, so the only way I could handle drinking our water was either by making a pot of coffee and drinking the whole pot.
Right.
Making some tea and throwing in some sweetener just so I could get past the taste. And then to add insult to injury, my husband had redone our bathroom at the time, and I got a brand new jacuzzi tub. So at nighttime, I would, look forward to that hot, soaking jacuzzi bath, take my tablet in there and put a movie on and soak in that water for an hour.
Yeah.
Every night. And I was going through chemo, and then when I was going through radiation,
Right.
I really look forward to the bath, and I felt like I was poisoning myself even worse.
Okay. Yeah, the Flint water situation is just horrendous, and I feel so badly for. I especially feel badly for parents of kids down there. You kids depend on their parents to protect them from everything. The parents had no idea this was going on, and the parents are going to live with this because I don't care what you say, it's not their fault. They're going to be guilty about it forever.
Right, but it's also not just what it's done to the kids now, but what it's done to the future. And not just the children, but the people who have, immune compromised bodies or going through medical problems. I mean, wow.
Thank you.
And I survived it.
Thank you, Sapphire. Have a great day, okay?
Have a great day, Sapphire.
All right, bye-bye. So here's what I'd like to do with Flint.
Okay.
Some of these people I was watching on the news yesterday are having to leave their homes to take their showers every day. They're trying to do some things with filters and things like that, but some of the residents aren't trusting the filters. Some of the residents haven't got the filters yet. I don't know all of the challenges for this, but why don't we start a shower with a Flint family?
Ew.
Shower with a Flint family. Not in Flint. They come to your house.
Your house?
Yeah, they come to your house.
Your house.
Shower? No, anybody. So if you would be willing to have a Flint family come to your house to shower, send us a note to JohnnyAndBlondie@gmail.com if you live in the area. Now, I know this is a worldwide show, but this is a worldwide story, at least a nationwide story. The city of Flint poisoning their citizens and the government not doing anything about it with leaded water, and it's a long story, and you can read all about it on the internet. But here locally, we have a lot of local viewers because we come from a local Johnny and Blondie shower show. That's a good idea. Because we come from
We take showers with families every morning. I love it.
From the local area here, where we're on the radio, a lot of those people are following us. So if you happen to be local in mid-Michigan and you want Flint families to come to your house to shower, let us know who you are. And if you're a Flint family that needs a house to shower, let us know who you are. We'll match it. We're going to play matchmaker. Going to make this our auditioning conductors with you guys, somebody said in the Saginaw Bay Symphony Orchestra. Cover of Time magazine for the Flint story. Mitten Club or Morning Mitten, another suggestion. J&B's Refugees, you guys are looking good, love it, thank you. No one knows how much I miss soaking in my tubs, and DJ Sapphire, because she can't do that anymore because of the water situation. Keep those hearts going, folks, thank you. So the Flint water situation is one that is not going to be cleared up anytime soon, and the $60 million that was sent from the federal government, or 80 or whatever is coming into Flint right now, is going to be a mere pittance of what they're eventually going to need. I heard the governor say it's going to cost at least $1.5 billion. Tap your screen, show your support for Johnny and Blondie. Thank you. Got another call coming in here. This might be Mr. Norm. Let's find out who this is. That's not the right area code for Dennis. Hi.
Hey Johnny, it's Joe Schultz again. I got disconnected. I'm on my way. Sharon's got a doctor's appointment this morning. Got to be there early for a little test, nothing major. But speaking of the water thing, my friend Mark Ponto and I we're putting together a fundraiser for Children's Miracle Network. It's going to go for lead testing and things at Early Hospital. It's not till March, but I just want to let you know that some people are, all I can do is make people laugh. And I know that's not fair. It's just right now early in the morning, but trust me, at night I'm a lot. I just want to let you know some people are getting some fundraisers together to help with this, what is obviously a national crisis for these people.
Yeah, it is. And we've got another story like that I'm going to get to here in a minute, but thank you for reminding me of that, Norm. Tell Sharon good luck at the doctors. We'll talk to you later, okay?
All right, buddy.
Yeah, somebody just texted that they didn't give them any kind of filters for their showers yet, so love the hat, thanks. The shower filters have not apparently arrived yet. Eventually, Flint will have the cleanest water in the world and will be the best city in the world. You might be right about that. Can't absorb lead through the skin. It has to be ingested, Sapphire, so maybe you can still take your baths. How about the tune inners? The tune inners. Johnny and Blondie live on YouTube. I'm not sure what they mean by that.
What else you got?
So the Craig Colvin
Yeah.
is a cousin of one of our viewers, and he owns a company, or he is rather delivering. He lives in the Flint area. He's delivering donated bottled water from relatives of his, Chris Duell and Dan Provost, who are small business owners in Williston, North Dakota. They're sending water to Flint from Williston, North Dakota. These guys own a company called C&D Water Services, and apparently they're originally from the Flint area, and so they're sending truckloads of water to Flint from their company in North Dakota, which I thought was an absolutely awesome idea. I also want to say hi to my friend Dave Dalton. We've been talking this week a little bit about the politics and the presidential debates and how ridiculous they are.
Yeah.
Have you been watching this at all?
No.
Now, and here's what my question is to you guys. You and I are friends. We've been friends a long time.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same for people like Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
They've known each other an awfully long time, and I'm sure they've been very friendly. Ted Cruz.
That's just so gross.
I don't mean friendly in that way. Ted Cruz and Donald Trump, likewise, maybe not as long, but they've been very, very friendly to each other. They are eating each other alive right now.
Okay, that's gross.
The Trump-Cruz debate is getting ugly. The Sanders-Clinton debate is getting ugly. And my friend Dave Dalton said he is now inventing a new form of presidential debate called the truth duel.
Oh.
If you've been watching the debates, they've been saying these outrageous things at these debates. So he says it works like this. Every time a candidate makes a wild claim that's either patently false, undocumentable, or loosely based on a distantly related fact, their opponents can call for a truth review. All right, Trump.
I like it.
Truth review on that last statement. A timeout then will be issued. You see the presidential candidate's going to sit on a sofa for a timeout.
For telling the truth.
A timeout will be issued while fact checkers research the claim and declare a truth has not been told. The opposing candidate who called the speaker out then gets to punch the one that uttered the untruth in the shoulder or gets to squeeze his nose while saying,
I like that.
Okay. Photos are taken for the next news cycle. If the speaker was actually being truthful, then the opponent who called him out suffers noogies at the hand of the speaker.
Oh, I thought.
Noogies.
How about wet willies?
You can do that. Oh, don't do that. Noogies are defined as the rub of the knuckles on the crown of the head. Pictures are also taken at this point. Audiences then rate the situation on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being a half-hearted implementation and 10 being implemented with enthusiasm. The debate is scored on audience rating points based on the situation score. I love that idea, Dave.
I love it too.
Josh Moore, my friend who is it John Glenn High School that he's the girls soccer coach
I
at?
think so.
Has sent me a story about a soccer league exclusively for fat guys that has launched in England. Players have to
I love that.
Players have to have a BMI, body mass index, of 30 or above to be eligible to play, and players earn points for winning games and losing weight at the same time. So it's a combined score.
I love it. You know, I like me a big boy.
I know. Blondie likes the big guys.
I love big guys.
Blondie's kind of a chubby chaser.
I am.
Which is kind of interesting because that's usually a guy thing.
I don't know what it is.
But
it's
no,
like a big guy.
She just likes big, brawny men.
Big
I think
guys.
you're not alone. I think they're probably
Ooh,
are
yeah.
there women out there that like big, brawny men. Is it me, or has the presidential debate become Sand in the Clowns? You're absolutely right.
It's become
not
a
you.
joke. It's like the circuses in town.
It is. But it'll all come out in the wash. We'll have 2 candidates to choose between. This is the system, and this is the way it works. And hey,
Blue
here's
thumb in the house.
always been. I'm with Blondie, somebody said. Here's what the thing about the presidential, the way it's done, it's ugly. And it is, but this is what I always try and remember. We're the only nation on earth, really, that allows this kind of craziness to happen. And it's kind of a good thing in the end because we pick our leaders and supposedly they do our bidding. Now, this is it's the great thing about a democracy, that we can get these guys to stand up there in front of us and shout names at each other. I find it highly entertaining at times. I know sometimes it's ridiculous and they don't tell the truth. But once you narrow down the field to a couple of people, we'll be able to fact check them better. We'll all be able to concentrate better on those two individuals, and we'll figure it out.
When you break it down, though, we're looking for somebody to run our country, and right now it's just a big effing joke. It's
Well,
just
it
like
is.
the big circuses in town. I can't
is.
stand it.
We'll do the Primal Scream coming up a little later on at the end of the show, probably the last thing we do going into the 8 o'clock thing. We're waiting for Art Neal to join us now around 7:30 to talk about the championships. So we'll have the, and we may hear from a couple of other people too that we've reached out to for today. Other news that we haven't gotten to, the fun stories.
What happened overnight? I didn't turn the TV on this morning.
Well, this is the overnight stuff we pretty much talked about. It's all about the blizzard in Flint right now. Everything, not the blizzard in Flint, the blizzard in the East Coast, and then Flint and the water are the two big stories going on right now. But there was a woman who has been arrested. I want to check and see if you know this woman. She was arrested for skipping out on her Botox bill.
No.
It's dine and dash kind of.
How do you do that?
With a whole new wrinkle, if you will.
Yeah, that's like a doctor's.
This is 31-year-old Nicole Brown of St. Petersburg, Florida again. We have a heading in a
Florida.
Florida, and what the Florida, WTF. Was arrested this week for skipping out on her Botox bill. She got about $870 worth of injections from a plastic surgeon earlier this month, but when it was time to pay, she said she left her credit card in her car. She went out to get it. Guess what? Never came back in.
Go away.
Smooth criminal. Moving on. This is the second time.
But did she give her real information when she
Well, that's
filled
what
out
I
the
wondered.
initial paperwork?
It says it's the second time she's gotten Botox without paying it. She gave a bad check to a different plastic surgeon back in September, so apparently they do have her name.
Not cool, man.
The cops were able to track her down on Wednesday. She's facing grand theft charges. I'm trying to decide if she. Well, I can't get the picture to be big enough on my tablet to show you, but she looks okay. Thieves, this is one of my favorite stories today, stories of the week, and we've had a similar story to this in the past, but listen to this. These guys just learned a filthy lesson on why you should be very careful what you put in your mouth, Blondie. Some thieves in Western Australia wanted to siphon gas out of a tour bus last week.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
They snuck up on it in the middle of the night, stuck a hose in the tank, and started sucking on it to get the gas.
Oh, no, I think I know what you're going to say.
Yes, because we had a similar story once before.
Oh, God.
They put the hose in the wrong place.
Oh, God, no!
You know how she's always said, no, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, wrong place, wrong place, wrong place. Similar, yeah, instead of siphoning gas, they were siphoning from the sewage tank. A police sergeant says, quote, we can infer they made a very hasty retreat with a somewhat bitter taste in their mouth. Cops are trying to track them down as we speak.
That happened to...
You alright?
Art
that
Neal.
happened to Crazy Carl.
Did that happen to Crazy Carl?
On her shake hands,
Oh,
remember?
One of our
Carl
producers.
and my son Spencer.
Yes, they had to clean the tank out of our RV, and they screwed up, and they got
Spencer
it out.
sprayed it all over Carl.
Yeah, by accident. Here's another great story this morning from the Butthead File. These are stupid people. This
I
excuse.
can't breathe.
This excuse is either so simple it's brilliant.
What?
This is Art Neal because he.
Art?
Yeah, Art, are you there? Hold on a minute. Yeah, because he came in as an unspecified caller yesterday.
Yes.
Art, is this you? As soon as I finish, we don't know it's Art calling because it does. He has.
Why are you restricted?
He restricts his phone number on the dial-up.
I'm restricted with, if you knew it was me, you'd never pick up the phone.
No, he's got a point there.
He does
He's got
have-
a point.
You have a point. If we knew it was Art calling, we might not be so quick to answer. But hold on a minute. I want to finish up some stories I'm talking about. You can comment on them if you want. Art Neal's here to talk a little bit about the championships
Morning,
this
Ginger.
weekend. But this excuse is either so simple it's brilliant or really, really stupid. A 46-year-old by the name of Robert Lee Thomas Jr. got stopped by cops in Vero Beach, Florida.
Florida.
What the Florida?
What the Florida?
Earlier this month for riding his bike at night without a light. That's illegal in Florida, apparently.
Oh.
Well, they saw him toss something and heard metal hit the ground. So it turns out it was a loaded magazine for a handgun. So they searched his other pockets and found 3 rocks of crack cocaine,
Oh, of course.
which he said weren't his, of course, which is what every idiot who gets caught with the drug says.
Mm-hmm.
But Robert,
my pants.
that's what he said.
Really? I saw that on an episode of Cops. These aren't my pants.
He said the shorts he was wearing weren't his. Anybody ever actually tried that excuse before? Anyway, apparently the cops entertained the idea and asked how long he'd been wearing them, but Robert couldn't give them a straight answer. Dude, you blew it. Arthur?
Hey, I gotta tell you, if I have 3 rocks of coke in my pockets, I can proud to tell people about it.
You can do what?
I can proud to tell people I was.
He'd be proud to tell people.
Yeah, this was crack cocaine.
You said crack.
Arthur,
Yeah.
Art Neal is a sports.
By the way, first off, I want to congratulate you.
Can you guys hear Art?
for going
Yeah,
along.
that's what I'm worried about.
So he wants you to smile at the computer.
Smile.
Get it out.
Yeah, we're having.
I was legally started getting calls, and I had no idea. I really didn't. And if I might just go over the history,
I can't hear him.
you guys been off the air now. I forget.
It's how many years has it been since we've been off the air? 1 week.
I can hear him.
You know, Arthur, we're having a really, really hard time hearing you this morning for some reason.
Well, I just asked and somebody said they can hear him. So
Oh, they can hear
yeah.
him? Okay, we're all right. Just speak up and speak clear into the mic. They said, yeah, they can hear him.
Okay.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a little bit better, actually. You did a little better job. Thank you. It's
Okay. Well, anyway,
Hard to
what
hear.
time was it when they want you guys out the door with the
9:15.
9:15 on last Friday morning, a week ago today.
9:15, okay. It's about, and I mean this, at about 9:30,
I can't hear
I'm
him.
at work, and someone comes up to me and says, you know, they just fired Johnny and Bunch, and they went, I know you're saying, it's a good call, you know, but it's a good job, I mean, you know, it's a day, it's the next week,
Can't understand him.
It's Monday. And, no, it's happened. I said, how would you know that? This is something they would announce on the air, that you won't get to the video. Why don't you talk on a wire and
It's not making sense.
All right, Arthur.
Art, hang on.
Art, I'm sorry. It's hard enough to understand you when we got a clear line. We have.
It's coming across really jumbled, sweetheart.
We're working on our phone systems. Listen, we're getting.
It'll be a lot better on Monday.
We're hoping. We're
Yeah.
starting on Monday. We're going to try and do something where we patch this directly into our Periscope broadcast so people can hear people better. When you have, some of these calls are coming through just fine, but yours right now is coming through very poorly. So we're going to have to skip out of this. Real quickly, I want you to give me the 2 teams you think are going to win this weekend.
New England and Carolina. Go.
That's what I said.
Okay.
New England and Carolina. And that'll be the Super Bowl, and then Carolina wins it all, don't they?
No.
105.
All right. Well, we'll talk about that next week then.
Corey, what time on Monday, please?
We can do it around the same time on Monday. Call us around 7:30 on Monday, okay?
All right, have a good one, folks. Congratulations.
Thank you, Arthur.
Bye, honey.
Thank you, man. We apologize, and thank you, by the way, for your indulgence and your patience. We're learning this as we go, and we're getting better at it every day, but it's that I didn't anticipate.
Happy Friday.
Yesterday the calls were coming through fine, but for
Yeah.
some reason today they're not
Jumbled
coming
today.
through. They're very jumbled up. Most of the calls are coming through jumbled.
You
It wasn't Art's
I'm
fault.
using my laptop.
There's a 45-year-old guy in England, Blondie, named Julian Grew, who used to live in a Buddhist monastery.
Okay.
But he's been living in a tent by himself for the past 20 years, completely removed from society, and apparently it's starting to get to him.
All right.
So he's living all alone. I mean all alone in a tent for like 20 years, away from the rest of society. So one of the codes that apparently, hold on.
Morning, you two.
That's got to be Jody McHugh.
It is.
Hi, Jody.
I recognize that voice anyway. Let me finish this story I was going to tell, and then we'll come right to you. One of the
Okay.
one of the codes this Buddhist monk that's been living alone by himself lives by is to never harm another living creature. But he accidentally stepped on a bug back in September.
Oh no.
So you can picture this too, Jody. He's a Buddhist. He's a non-violent person. He's been living alone, 45 years old, in a tent for the last 20 years, removed from society. Steps on a bug back in September. It got him so upset he started walking around a town in northern England, slashing people's tires.
What?
Over the Over the course of 2 nights, he
Whoa.
slashed 190 tires on 162 parked cars, caused about $28,000 in damage. This is what happens when
He
a
went
Buddhist monk
cuckoo.
goes off the deep end. Yeah,
Whoa.
so they charged him with criminal damage, and according to his lawyer, Julian agreed he should go to jail, pleaded guilty, and a judge just sentenced him to 11 weeks
Wow.
in jail. Joni McHugh is one of my former partners. She lives in Virginia. Where in Virginia do you live again?
If you look at the weather map, you'll see a great big red bullseye. That's where I live. I live in Stanton, Virginia. It's spelled Staunton, but it's pronounced Stanton because during the Civil War, the people who live here wanted to know who was a northern spy and who was from here.
Ah.
If you pronounced it Staunton, they knew that you were a Yankee spy.
How cool is
And I
that?
can also tell you that some people are still fighting the war.
Oh, I know. Yeah, she's
Really?
for those of you who know the area, Charlottesville, Virginia, that's where the University of Virginia is, and she's very close to there. And by the way, there's a UVA student who's being held hostage right now in North Korea.
Oh my gosh! I woke up to that Fox News alert on my phone, and I have been praying for that student. Could you imagine? Could you
Yes.
imagine?
No, I can't imagine.
You know, you have nobody but the U.S. government to thank for this, by the way, and that's just going to be the first of many since we've been deciding to negotiate with terrorists lately for all of these prisoners, and we've been getting these releases at a heavy cost, and these governments now, stupid idiots like this Kim Jong-il, they see this as an opportunity to get what they want from the U.S. So.
Kim Jong-il is like, look at Iran. I'm going to get a lot of money for this one.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Oh, that's pathetic.
So has the snow started?
I'm about 45 minutes west of Charlottesville, right over the mountain.
So has the snow started?
Snow there. So the snowstorm starts pretty soon, I would say. My mountain, we have a beautiful view of the Allegheny Mountains. We live right in the Shenandoah Valley, and that is what's getting hit the worst with this snowstorm.
Lucky
so
you.
We're supposed to get 15 to 30 inches of snow.
Oh my
in 24
God.
hours.
Baby, all right.
Whoa.
Did you? Oh no, that's right. So she milks her own cows and makes her own milk or something. What?
Well, I do make my own milk, but not for my family.
Just for the baby.
How many kids do you have now? Do you have 14 kids, 17 kids? How many?
Well, if I were a little younger, we probably would end up there. But we have 12 kids. No, we don't. We have 6 kids. Sometimes it feels like 12.
I saw, what's the baby's name?
Jude.
I saw his picture on Facebook the other day. He has the biggest doe eyes I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he's a good-looking kid.
Beautiful baby.
All right, so
well, that's why we keep making them. I mean, if we made ugly ones, we'd stop.
yeah.
Well, yeah, there you go.
What do you do when it snows? Now this is probably a little unusual for that area. I know they get snow there, but to get this amount of snow all at once is a little unusual. What's going to happen?
Don't you think it's unusual even for Michigan? I mean,
It would be. It would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we.
All right, so we've lived here 7 years, and our second winter was that winter where we got like 5 feet of snow. It was a huge winter of snow here. And then every winter we get about 6 or 9 inches total. So we're not ready for it. I mean, we have what they call plow trucks.
Yeah.
and we have what they call plow truck drivers.
Right.
But I want to pull these men out of the truck and take over because they don't know what they're doing. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. So everything is already shut down today. It hasn't even snowed yet.
No.
And everything is shut down.
Did you get that?
Did I say everything? I mean everything.
Did you get that snow yesterday? The 1 inch that they were showing on the news that nobody could drive in. Was it like that around Virginia yesterday too?
We're about 2 hours south of D.C. In D.C. and right outside in northern Virginia, I have friends up there who do know how to drive, but it was a sheet of ice, and it was horrible up there. Now here we had slick spots on back roads and stuff. We got maybe 1/4 of an inch of snow, but they didn't really predict it because they've been so focused on this, Snowmageddon stuff.
Yeah. Is that what they're calling it? Snow? Are they calling it Snowmageddon?
think that was the last snow. The official name was Snowmageddon. I don't know what they're calling this one. I really quit watching TV because I can't stand it anymore.
Can we send some Flint people to Flint families down there to live with you in Virginia?
Okay, how sad is that?
Yeah.
That is so sad. And right now, I am more than thankful that we get our water from a well, because I really think that this is happening more than just in Flint.
You might be right.
This stuff is leaching off from the inside of old pipes. And I think when you look around at society today, it would explain a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
Lead poisoning
So,
causes-
all right, wait a minute.
John.
To summarize, your water is responsible for millennials. That's what Blondie's, or that's what Jody's saying to you here.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's the water you've been drinking that has caused the millennials to be the way they are.
No, I wouldn't say all millennials. I know some pretty awesome millennials. I guess they drink well water, though.
There you go. That's what we should start doing. There's a government study waiting to be funded right there.
It would explain a lot, wouldn't it?
It sure would. Thank you very much, Jody. Have a great day.
All right, you guys. Love you. So happy for you guys. You're gonna rock this thing. So,
Love you too, Jody.
I hope so. We're working on it. Thank you very
Call
much.
us again.
Johnny and Blondie Live, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
We are in a new studio coming. We'll go ahead and tell them the whole story about what we're doing Monday.
I don't have time. I'm
Uh,
busy doing this stuff over here and.
we are on Monday moving into a new studio. I'm running out of breath here. You're gonna have to take over at some point.
Oh, hang
we're,
on.
We're moving into a new studio on Monday in Bay City. We want to thank our new producer Josh Sharrow, who's going to be doing just a lot of great work for us. He's already started for giving us the
It's going
place.
to be part of our crew now.
Yeah, and we're going to be in his building in Bay City, which is right next to the county building. For those of you who know
Right
the
across from the Jack and
area. All right,
Alice
here we go.
Worth Library.
Here we go. We're if you're still hearing us, we're frozen up. If you're not still hearing us, we're coming back. If you're still hearing us, we're gonna
It's
come
not
back
on
in a
YouTube,
minute.
it's still going.
We're still on YouTube.
Still on YouTube.
If you're watching us on YouTube,
There's about a
but
minute.
not so much on
Still
Periscope. So we're gonna have to do this all over again. Lonnie, we gotta get to that. Are we gonna do the cooking? We gotta do the cooking.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna have to do that at this point. In fact, when I get back
Do you want
on.
me to like carry my laptop?
You're not going to be able to. If you can take
jump?
YouTube out there with us, Skippy, you're going to have to do that.
He doesn't even have shoes on.
I don't either.
I can get shoes. I don't have
I don't have
socks.
shoes on either. I got to come out. I'm going to figure that out on my way out the door. I know we didn't plan this very well.
We gotta-
As we said we would.
We gotta stand up.
Huh?
If you're watching us on YouTube, we'll be with you in a minute. Is there anybody watching on YouTube? Can you tell?
22 people.
22 full people.
Couple
Tell
of
them we
people.
said hi. We'll be right back with them in just a moment.
All right, Skippy, grab your shoes.
No way you can do anything.
Hold on, I still can't get Periscope up here. We can't do anything till we get Periscope up. Why am I not finding my
Why didn't you
Periscope?
log off and come back on?
I've lost my Periscope icon. I did log off. I'm trying to find Periscope.
7:45 on the dot.
Come on. Oh, there it is. I was looking
This
for
won't happen from now on.
7:45, man. It's just terrible. Here.
Bye, Britt. My 11 and 7-year-old love listening to you. You mean young kids?
Okay, here we go again. All right. Well, we obviously we had an issue again. This happens to us around this time. This is one of the reasons that we are moving these studios into Bay City, into
With your
Josh
coat?
Sharrow's place, is because we have, and I hope I'm not upside down for you guys, because we have these issues with bandwidth in my neighborhood here, starting around this time every morning. So one of the things that those really nice people that started that GoFundMe account for us were trying to get us into better digs with better with better broadband and better equipment to make sure these things didn't happen.
Okay, here we go.
Since we're not doing the fundraiser anymore, Josh Sharrow has come through and helped us out, and he's going to be our producer, and his building is where we're going to be starting Monday. We should have a lot better bandwidth. So right now, for those of you who didn't hear what we were talking about earlier this morning, hold on a minute, Blondie, before we go out. I want to show you, leave that on the stove for just a minute, because I want to go over some foods you can make with snow, and we're going to end the show with a Friday morning primal scream outside. And Blondie is going to be making some maple taffy for us here this morning. But that's not all you can make with snow. So those of you who are in the snow-laden area of the country, Jody, or you, if you're watching us still down there in Virginia.
Thundering storm, I think they're calling it Jonna. The storm is called Jonna.
Jonna?
J-O-N-A.
Jonah or Jonna? Jonah would be J-O-N-A-H, wouldn't it? So I don't know how you pronounce that.
Okay.
Anyway, maple syrup snow taffy is something that Canadians know well about. We're going to make that for you in a minute and show you how it's made. Snow pancakes. Did you know if you fold snow into pancake batter, fold it in gently, light and fluffy result will be what you'll find every time you do this. You can find these on the internet. Look for snow pancakes. Looks pretty simple. The key is to gingerly fold the snow into the batter, and these are baked pancakes, not fried. And the fresher the snow, the better the pancake, they say.
Okay.
Snow ice cream. Most people know how to make that. You simply mix ice cream, vanilla, sugar, or not ice cream, I'm sorry, snow, cream,
sugar, and whatever flavor it is you want to make it into.
Vanilla's easy enough, or anything else you want to mix in flavor-wise.
Man, I remember those days.
Slushy snow margarita.
Okay.
If you're stuck without power, you deserve a cocktail, right? Simple to make. These are frozen margaritas that'll have you dreaming of warmer times. If you're more of a daiquiri fan, just substitute the lime and tequila for a little strawberry juice and rum. Do a slushy snow margarita. Beer snow cones.
Ugh.
This is for our old newsman, Hal Moss. Slushy beer doesn't usually sound very appetizing, but this unusual recipe has you thinking twice about it. Take advantage of sub-zero temperatures. Let Mother Nature do the work instead of taking up room in your freezer. Might be one of the most unusual snow cone recipes they've ever seen, but have fun knocking one of these back, they say. Beer snow cones. Snowball cookies are not really made with snow, you know, but they would be good right now, right?
Yeah.
All right, so those are just some things you can make with snow. We're going to make maple syrup taffy.
While you get your shoes and coat on, take this. Remind people of where. Well, I'll do it. Our new studio is in Bay City, Michigan, starting Monday, right across the road from the Jack and Alice Wirt Library. Our good friend Josh Sherrill, who is now joining our morning show, it's his studio. It was the Last Choice Country station he has there. And we're going to be doing the morning show there, and he'll be a part of it along with Skippy. Say hello, Skippy.
Hi.
We're going to have a blast, and thank you all for coming along on this journey with us.
Let's go making snow.
Okay, come on, Skippy.
We're making not yellow snow today, we're making amber snow.
Oh, we should make yellow snow.
This is not yellow snow, it's amber snow, all right? So what we're going to do is we're going to head on outside here, and we're going to have Blondie make the snow. She's coming with the hot syrup. This is what you got to do.
Got the hot
This
syrup.
She's got hot syrup. Now she's going to make a ribbon of clean snow. That kind of clean snow out there. Right there, right? Make a ribbon of syrup on the snow, just like that. Very good. Okay.
Oh, they did this in Little House on the Prairie. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
It's beautiful. Now, did you bring out the sticks?
I did not.
Okay, then you're going to have to eat them with sticky fingers.
I'll pick it up.
Yeah. Normally what you could do here then is you take a spoon or a stick, a clean, like a skewer, and then you roll it all up on the skewer.
Can I grab it real quick?
Yeah, but you can probably, let's see if that's, start with the thinner stuff that's been on there. There you go.
Oh, this
Look
is
at that.
awesome.
Look at that. We've got taffy.
You know I have diabetes, right?
Here, let me try some. Oh, there's some fell in the snow.
Skip.
Mmm.
Is it good?
Mmm. It's awesome.
It is good. Yum, yum, yum. That's good.
It's maple taffy. Maple syrup taffy. Lock your screen, guys. I'm not sure what that means. Everyone
Go
watch.
in where it's warm.
Oh, that is so good. It's just like taffy. It's
That's
sticky.
good.
Mm. It's really awesome.
It's cold in my hand.
All right, so that, my friends,
That's your entertainment for Friday. We gotta do the primal scream before we leave.
We're going to do the Friday morning primal scream together now. So those of you who are regular, I see we're down to 285 viewers right now. I hope that we can make this a more fluid broadcast starting Monday so that we are not so hard to watch, folks. I
Remind you,
apologize.
we're gonna be on SGW.
And oh yeah, and on Monday morning at 9 o'clock, we're going to be on the Art Lewis show on WSGW. Art and Sue. We'll be on with Art and Sue Monday morning on the local radio station WSGW here. If you're not in the area, you can find them on the internet, and they're streaming live at 9 o'clock on Monday morning. We're going to be their guests on their show.
Bon appetit.
With Art and Sue. So, normally on Friday mornings, for those of you who've been regular listeners, you know we used to do this all the time. Huh?
Are we doing Listen with the Sissies with them?
I don't know what we're going to be doing with them, frankly.
Love it.
They do a show called Listen to the Missus on that station that's really old school, but
I
a lot
love
of people
it.
around here love it. It's recipes and things like that, and I have a feeling we're going to be in the middle of that, but we'll see how that turns out. Thank you for talking with my daughter, Jenna. Very good. So Fridays, we always used to scream out of our system with a lot of songs and fun.
Yeah.
The week that just went by. The idea being, for those of you who are not from our regular listening audience here in mid-Michigan, to get rid of the stress so that you have a weekend where you can have a lot of fun minus the stress.
Yeah.
You know, it's called the Friday Morning Primal Scream. And the University of Michigan, actually, this is no BS here, did a study on the primal scream and found, my granddaughter said, I'm so cute, Papa.
Aww.
Art Lewis's
about
normal
me?
talk
What
show
about
is
Aunt
at 9.
Blondie?
Art Lewis's normal talk show is at 9. That's
Oh,
so
okay.
it's not the
Right
Listen to
before
Missus.
Listen to Missus,
All right.
okay.
So, what was I talking about? See, again, help me out here.
Primal Scream.
The Primal Scream.
Mm-hmm.
So we used to do this Friday morning Primal Scream every Friday morning on our show to get out of our system any negative energy so that we can enjoy the weekend. And we did it with a lot of music. Todd Rundgren's Bang the Drum, which we can't play on the internet because we don't pay royalty fees for it. And also a group out of Manitowoc, Wisconsin called the Happy Schnapps Combo. And I Don't Want to Do That was another song we used to play. But today we're just going to scream together, folks.
We'll have it all pulled together by next Friday.
University of Michigan did that study. That's what I was talking about. And they found that it helped men. If they did this, if kids did this from a young age, they actually would grow a little bit bigger, taller.
7:90 a.m.
Women curvier. If they scream, all stress, even when you're young, causes you to develop differently.
Really?
So the idea is to get rid of stress. Stress also causes inflammation. Inflammation is the number one killer. So stress is what you're trying to get rid of. Think of what stresses you out, what bugs the hell out of you, what's going on in the world or what is happening right now in your home, whatever it is, and scream it out of your system. We all do it together. My wife, my first wife, Genevieve, she won't go on camera, but she's on the other side. She's going to scream with us.
I don't have my morning mask.
We're all going to do it on this count. On the count of 3. You ready? 1,
Ooh, think about it.
2, 3.
That was a good one.
Oh, I'm going to pass out.
Do y'all feel better?
Okay.
I think we scared the children.
Oh, yeah, they're probably wondering what we're doing.
Oh.
That was good.
Oh, my grandkids are here, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, they are? Oh, they probably love that.
Friday, 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 Friday. Woo!
All right, we'll summarize for you guys that have hung in there with us. We've lost a lot of our viewers from earlier, but
Okay, again, Monday morning, we're going to be in a studio in Bay City across from the Jack and Alice Library, 6:30. We'll all be there with our new friend and producer, Josh Sherrill. It's going to be a great time. This will all be more pulled together. We'll have audio. Oh, I'm so humbled by everything that's going on. Do you want to play?
I thought she was going to start crying. She cries at the drop of a hat lately.
I almost did. That's why I had to look down. Do you want to play the new bet one more time?
We've got a couple of new ones here.
Yeah.
I want to thank a couple of people. Dan Martin down there at Wham Radio in Ann Arbor.
We scared the fur off her cat. Somebody said by our scream.
I want to also thank this guy, Jeff Lamb, who's one of the most talented guys in the business. He's in Toledo right now. He used to be from Flint area and used to do Buffalo Dick's Radio Ranch, which was a hilarious show. Buffalo Dick's Radio Ranch. Holler partners!
Like that.
And it was on Westwood 1. It was syndicated on Westwood 1.
Yeah.
And he is now producing some things for us because he's just so creative and he likes to do extra things for people. This is a guy who can't stop working. So here,
Johnny and Blondie, this is Casey Kasem, the All-American, with a story that may amaze and confuse you. Did you know there's no such person as Willie Nelson? Like Kris Kringle, he's just a nice man with whiskers. How can this be? Well, I'll tell you. All of Willie Nelson's songs are just old Beach Boy records played backwards. Listen. Round, round, get around, I get around, yeah, get around, round, I get around, I get around.
Oh.
I love you. Unbelievable. For Johnny and Blondie, this is Casey Kasem saying keep your feet planted firmly on the ground and shoot the moon.
Woo!
thank you, Jeff. He says a guy does about
That's beautiful.
1,000 voices. If you want to send some love to us or a letter or a question,
Birthdays, anything you want to talk about, anything you want to say, email us.
about the contest, we're coming up with a name for our not listeners. You guys are not listeners, you're not viewers. This is an interactive feed, so we're
Your
really
friends.
not sure what to call it yet.
We're friends.
Somebody said they were feeding their chickens and they were impressed with the screen. So you can send an entry in for your name, whatever you want us to name our group of people. All of us are together on this, folks. We're the ones in front of the camera right now, but it's an interactive show, so we want to. Followers, no. Watchers, no. The problem with that is it makes you sound passive, and we want you to be
The
active.
person who picks the right one gets this.
That and a special T-shirt that says you're our #1 listener, the very
Number
first
one.
one. First Johnny and Blondie Periscope Morning Show listener.
Yeah.
A special thing that we'll also will autograph for you. You can also, if you want to have a Flint family shower with you, and you live in the area of Flint outside of their water problems, tell us who you are. And if you are a Flint family needing a place to shower, tell us who you are at JohnnyAndBlondie@gmail.com. If you're a potential advertiser or you want to know something about us, emails to JohnnyAndBlondie@gmail.com. And we'll be back on Monday morning, hopefully from our new studios. We're planning on it, and hopefully it'll even be a better experience.
You gonna be there, Skippy?
Where?
Monday morning, we start.
Don't act stupid. You're gonna be there at work. At work.
All right, Twitch is another, so the Twitter's another, I don't know what it said. Let our powers combine. Interactites. That's a possibility. You know, we're working on it.
Yeah.
What are you doing to Kermit? What's Kermit doing to you?
Just hanging out.
Oh, man. All right, so
It ain't easy being
we always
green.
ended our
It ain't
show.
easy being green.
We always ended our show with an office joke of the day.
Oh no! No!
So we will do the same today.
Oh, make it stop.
Come on. You guys want to hear an office joke? Tell Blondie to stop it.
No.
Office joke of the day.
The Johndies.
The Johndies. The followers are Johndies. I like that.
Oh.
Scream school.
Kermit's lucky. Stop. Oh, Kermit's lucky, it says. Office joke, they said. Poor Blondie.
Oh, one person said that.
All right, a priest.
Stop it.
A priest
He said stop.
who was on a mission in the jungle.
Yeah.
Has spent years teaching the natives in the jungle to be civilized and kind to each other. And
Yeah.
he realizes that the one thing he never taught them, all the years he was there with them in the jungle, was how to speak English.
Okay.
He learned their language and taught them that way. So he takes the chief out for a walk in the forest to start this English lesson. And he points to a tree and he says to the chief, he said, "This tree." Okay.
This tree.
This is a, well, the priest probably said this is a tree, but
Right.
so finally, the chief looks at the tree and he caught on. He said, "Tree." So the priest is pleased with the response to that. He walks a little bit further down the road and he points to a rock and he says, "This is rock."
Okay.
And of course, the tribal elder looked at it and he said, "Rock." So the priest is now getting enthusiastic because apparently it's working. The results are pretty cool. And he hears over in the corner over here. He hears a
Right over
rustling
here?
in the bushes. So he and the chief go and look over the top of the bushes, and they see a couple of natives in the midst of heavy activity that you might do behind behind the bush. For those of you who are regular listeners, we used to call it bowling. They were
Oh,
bowling behind the bush. You know
gotcha.
what
We're
I'm
going to
saying?
have a refresher course on bowling, too.
So the priest is kind of flustered, and he quickly responded. He doesn't know how to describe that to the chief, so he
people
says,
riding
man
there?
riding
Oh.
a bike.
Bike.
The chief looks at the couple for a minute, and he pulls out his blowgun, and he kills them both.
Ooh.
And the priest goes ballistic. He yells at the chief. He says, I've spent years teaching them how to be civilized and kind to each other, and you go killing this guy right away. How could you do that in cold blood? The chief said, my bike. So, yeah, but you weren't listening, so you don't even know what came before.
I know there was a death involved, but
Never
don't
mind.
find death
Never
funny
mind.
at all.
Anyway.
Oh!
LOL, got a laugh
Sorry
out loud,
about
got
that.
another laugh out, got another laugh my ass off. Ha ha, loved it. Yay, LOL, LOL, that was funny. Good joke. You can go away now.
Bye, see ya.
So they're all there. Thank you very much. You guys, it's been wonderful this week. This
It has.
is
Thank you for joining us.
Blondie has been my rock here. Yesterday when she came in the door, I was telling her I was having a crisis, and she has helped me. You guys have reinforced and helped us recover from what was a very traumatic thing that happened to us last Friday. Mm-hmm. It's not the end of the world. I don't want to sound like we've just recovered
No,
from
it was
cancer.
just shocking to us.
All right, but it was so shocking and caught us off guard. We don't know, when that happens to people. I know a lot of people watching this have probably been through this themselves. When you're let go like that and you had no idea what was coming.
It's humiliating.
It's not just that. It's you feel helpless.
Yeah.
You feel like there's just nothing you can do that's going to make the future bright again for your family, for yourself. And when we hit the air Monday morning, we were in the lowest of low. Actually, Blondie wasn't even here because she was so despondent. I mean, let's tell the truth. She couldn't get out of bed on Monday morning. You guys have made it possible.
Yeah.
And I know we're down to 260 streaming viewers right now, but we've got over 2,000 followers on Periscope, over 8,000, almost 9,000 followers on Facebook.
Yeah.
We're building a YouTube audience. We're going to put this on three different what do you call them? Three different broadcasts, three different streams. We're going to have Facebook, we're going to have YouTube, and we're going to have this Periscope app. We're going to build this up hopefully to a steady 1,000 or so people maybe watching us while we're on. We know that people check it out later in the day. We know it's a busy time of the morning, and we know we're asking a lot of you.
Plus our new website goes up on Monday, JohnnyAndBlondie.com.
Yeah. And JohnnyAndBlondie.com, if it's up on Monday, will also have streaming audio, so it might be easier for you guys to just throw that up on your speakers or your car or whatever, or while you're getting ready in the morning. We're going to make this as convenient as we can. Thank you for the hearts.
Thank you.
Thank
you for everything.
Yeah. On YouTube, how do they find it on YouTube?
Johnny and Blondie Live, all one word.
Johnny and Blondie Live, all one word on YouTube.
Just search
it.
it.
There, all right?
Yep.
That's just fledgling right now. It's up and running this morning, but
It's
we're
here.
going to
It's almost
hopefully
been
get a
running for
lot
an
more
hour
people
now.
tuning to that on Monday. So we're going to build this audience, and with 10,000 followers already, who knows how big it can get, and who knows what tomorrow will bring, or more succinctly Monday, because we're not working tomorrow.
I'm not getting up tomorrow.
I'm working tomorrow.
Thank you. This is a new beginning for us, and thank
Hey,
you.
can you see up my nose?
I don't want to because you haven't shaved in there for a while, but we're at the beginning of a groundbreaking internet show, and it's just I'm very humbled.
Can we talk back on YouTube? I don't know anything about
Yes.
YouTube.
Yep, there's
Yes.
actually
He's been
there's a
talking
live
all
chat
morning.
just like Periscope, and
Live
I can
chat.
I can
okay.
respond live.
So there you go. So Skippy, are you monitoring that for us?
Oh yeah.
So Skippy is manning the dialogue on YouTube for us. We'll probably do more of that with different people, but Skippy will be with us Monday, I think, to do that as well. He
Should be able to. Yeah.
wasn't planning on it, but he's suddenly now all of a sudden been roped into it.
You're gonna be there, right?
Right, I have to be.
Skippy started interning with us in broadcast radio, but what I said at the time is that people that are interested in entertaining now don't have to go broadcasting anymore.
No.
They can do this kind of thing, Periscope, Facebook, YouTube. If they're good enough, the audience will find them.
We're bringing Hal. Don't worry.
So, yeah. All right, so we'll see you guys back here on Monday. Thank you, Blondie.
Thank you, honey.
Thank you, Skippy. I want to thank our sponsors, Cops and Donuts.
I love you guys.
And Garber Automotive.
Great company.
Josh
Sherrill.
Josh Sherrill is
Thank
our new
you so
producer.
much.
And he's the one that's putting us up in his digs starting Monday.
He kind of pulled us back up out of the rubble, didn't he?
He did. He's doing
did.
a lot of the IT work that we're
Yeah.
requiring too. He's helping us with. We want to thank you. Wanted to say hi to Timothy's Cigars this
Oh,
morning.
I did. I stopped in there the other day and to get something for Charlie, and he said that we were the discussion of one of the cigar roundtables one day. Also, Delta College, we were one of their broadcasting class talk of the town that day. And but yeah, good morning, Timothy. Timothy's Fine Cigars in Bay City, great place, and he's a wonderful person and a personal friend.
I want to thank Jody McHugh, Art Neal, and
Dennis,
and Norm Stolzen,
yeah.
Dennis Hodges for calling in. I want to thank let's see who everybody else. Skippy over here. I want to thank Jeff and Josh and Dan and Kelly and Kelly Racka is working on some more graphics for us. Greg and Joel and Blue Thumb. Blue Thumb is a landscaping, but they're also Blue Thumb Digital.
Graphics.
Blue Thumb Digital, and they're helping us. I want to thank all those folks. And on Monday, we'll be back here.
We're just kind of overwhelmed right now. I mean, we're only in day 5, and it's just, our heads are all jumbled of what we've got to do next, and we want to get it right for you guys, and we will eventually have it all smoothed out. So thank you for coming along on the ride with us.
We will eventually have it all smoothed out to what is our normal, which is not smooth by
It's
anybody
still
else's
nuts.
decision
Yeah.
or by anybody else's description. We wouldn't call it normal, but for us, normal. We'll tell you when we're at our normal. Then you can decide whether or not you want to criticize us. All right.
Yeah.
Hello at Tolson, out of Elsie from Tolson, Arizona. I guess.
Arizona. Hello,
Nice to have
Arizona.
Floating hearts are sent by tapping on the side of the screen. If you tap on your screen, it sends hearts from you. Are the last 4 days viewable somewhere? There might be some of them on the internet. I don't remember.
Only 24 hours for Periscope, but I believe the YouTube ones stay up there.
Yep, there'll be 2 links on YouTube. One of them will be the actual live stream that if you click on it, if we're not broadcasting, it'll say the stream is offline, but then it'll post the actual stream that it's technically being recorded and posted at the same time.
All right, so they'll be getting up there that way. The other way, we're going to try and find ways of posting the Periscope videos on our JohnnyAndBlondie.com website, where we will also do our show with streaming audio, and at the same time as streaming audio, at the same time as we're streaming audio on Monday, we're going to be recording that as well, and then that will loop throughout the day on JohnnyAndBlondie.com as well. There'll be a lot of different ways to get us. This thing is still growing. We need your support. We need your help. We need your patience. Thank you all. We'll see you.
We need your friendship. We truly, truly appreciate it. We really do. We're nothing more than just helping us get over the shock.
All right, once again on YouTube, it's Johnny and Blondie Live, all one word. JohnnyAndBlondieLive.
Keep going to the Johnny and Blondie fan page on Facebook. We'll keep you updated there.
All right. See you all back here on Monday morning.
Yeah.
Until then, remember, pray,
work,
spend,
love,
and support our troops.
Bye-bye.